Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna talk about how to learn planche fast. Okay guys, let's just stop right here. If you think that you can learn planche fast, this is total bullshit. I get the question so often, which are the right movements for planche? How will I learn it fast? My friends made it in 2 months. Are you sure you really made it in 2 months? I'm not. Okay, let me get more into detail with that. I made a short survey on Instagram where I asked the people how long it took for them to learn planche. And the result for it was that there's not really a clear number that you could name. You can't say it's just 2 months or it's 3 years. But what I found out is that if people talk about their planche journey, they use different starting points. So some of them might already have trained for 2 years and therefore built a lot of strength. And because of that, they could learn a planche, most of the time an ugly form straddle planche, within 2 months. But that brings me exactly to 3 points that you need to consider when somebody tells you that he learned planche in 2 months. The first reason, and this is probably the best one that you could have, is that you're 16 years old, your body is full of testosterone, and you learn skills super quickly because your body is just in the right phase of building muscle. So you got a genetic advantage as well. So this is how you could maybe make it within 2 months, but I also doubt that. The second reason might be because the person already did 2 years of training before. He might not have trained planche specifically, but he might have made movements that are quite similar to planche and that stimulate the same muscle groups. So he is able to learn planche really fast. And the third reason, and this is probably the most common, is that people don't know what a planche actually should look like. Because planche is not planche. If you compare the classic example, the best example of an Italian planche, super straight, perfect form, with some people that say that they can planche, then you realize pretty quickly that first of all, 2 months is not enough because otherwise this planche should be looking like the one of the Italian guys. And secondly, he has no idea. Another thing that I found out through my Instagram survey was that the people that actually said more than months, so like 2 or 3 years, these were the ones that actually had a clear form. So if you want to know how fast you can learn planche, ask somebody who's not super good, or let's say who is on an advanced level but had to make a longer way there. And don't ask somebody who's like a genius. If you ask Andrea La Rosa how long it took for him to learn planche, you will of course get a short period. Why? Because he was exactly one of these guys that learned super fast. But that's not average. Another thing that I find out quite often is that people often say, oh my god, that guy is so fast with this and this skill, and he's 16 and I'm 16 as well, so I should be able to do that already. This is not true. You never know what the people did before. So it's gonna take a while. Everybody has their own progress, you know. I could compare myself as well to other girls that are maybe even 3 years younger than me and could do a planche. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If you're a beginner that wants to learn planche, then I would suggest you to get somebody who really knows the progression steps. Get somebody who's maybe a professional coach, or ask somebody who didn't have such an easy time to get the skill because he had to fail. You know, the people that fail a lot are normally the people that know the most in the end. So I would suggest you to find somebody who went a long way to get what he has now, because that person will probably give you a lot better advice than somebody who learned the skill really fast. Besides that, another thing that I recommend to everybody who trains calisthenics, and this is not only for planche, this is a general advice. People in freestyle calisthenics or in statics tend to hunt skills. They're never really happy with what they have. So what you gotta do is pay attention to the details. If you pay attention to the details, you're gonna see progress much faster. Not only because you get stronger, but also because it makes you happy if you see that a little detail you finally made better. So this is really a wonderful way to see constant progress and actually having it also. So to sum this up, you see that learning planche fast is quite unlikely. You might be one of the lucky ones, but on the average, it's gonna take a few years. If anybody tells you that he only took 2 months for planche, first of all, look at his form and have a look if it's clean, if it's actual planche technique, or if it's, for example, with a butt tie in the air, super wide straddle, maybe not even a protraction, whatever. I think you know what I mean. So if the form is bad, you can already say, okay, he just skipped progressions, so that's why it was that fast. But if you work with bad quality, the outcome will be bad quality as well. And the second thing, you gotta find out if somebody can do planche. Ask the people how they got there. Ask the people that have a good form. Ask them which progressions are the right ones to do. There are so many people out there that know calisthenics very well. So ask them, feel free. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, we're all on Instagram and we're all happy to share our opinions, our experiences. I'm not a pro with planches, but I've been training planche now for about 2 years, and it's been an up and down. In the beginning I just tried, I was exactly in that mindset. I thought there has to be a fast way. But if you think like that, it's gonna take a lot longer and you're gonna have injuries, so better take your time. And my favorite sentence, focus on the baby steps. You got this. Okay folks, I hope you enjoyed this video and that I'm gonna see you again. If you liked it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, like, I'm happy about everything and I hope I'm gonna see you soon again. Bye bye!